justice and peace and equality.
Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. We got Miss Christian, Wise Path, Integrity, Consulting Firm, working with the elders, working with those that deal with IDD, caretakers, people who have to have their money protected by somebody else, or different scenarios. Because when it comes to money, you don't know. It can be family or friends. It could be your brother, your sister. Anybody can take it from if they hungry enough, right?
Correct.
Right. All right. So, Wise Path, tell us, how does a person say, what does Wise Path do different from the other services out there? Because I know like banks say, hey man, we can protect your money and we can do this, and they have programs. Then you got like I believe it's LifeLock out there as well.
Yeah, they have those things, but my business takes more of a step-by-step holding your hand type of an approach, because that's what our seniors need.
Okay.
You could just give them a big old plate of food, but it's just like you have to cut it and dice it up so that they can digest it, right? And so that is what my company does. It breaks it down very elementary to where anybody could understand it. And if they needed help with anything, they could go through the course, get some of the printable PDFs that I have that can definitely organize what they're doing, right? Okay, if you get a suspicious phone call, I have a log for that where you can write down who you talked to, what y'all talked about, the timing. Okay, did this seem strange? I have a checklist. It was like, okay, well, so that teaches them how to decipher if something is a scam or if it's legit. Because they just don't know. They come from a different time. They were born in like the 30s and 40s where things were different, where everything was solidified through like a handshake. If you shook on it, it was good, right? Your word was your bond. In not 2026, that is not the case. The folks will tell you anything in your face and do not care. They don't have integrity. They don't have that. They're just looking to put something in their pockets. They don't care if it's your grandmama and that's the last that she have. They don't care if she on a fixed income. They don't care about none of that. They're caring about what they can get from her to make their lives better.
Wow. Now, is this program like a month-to-month type program? Is it a one time where you sign up one time and you're good? Like how often are they checked up on? Because I know being an elderly, especially like Alzheimer's being one of the leading things right now, and you can forget what's going on. Like, so what's the protection like? Do you check? Does your company continue to check up on them? Do they monitor? How do they go about that?
Absolutely, there is a monitoring that goes on. I do have a course that's a one-time thing, and I do have a network, which is a subscription. But if you want somebody for your older loved one to just be able to call in and check in on them, that's a part of the service too, because a lot of times they're just lonely. They just want somebody to talk to, and sometimes they feel more comfortable on a personal level if it's like something that's more intimate, like one-on-one. So that's kind of what I do now for the customers that I have. If they need, they'll just say, oh, can you help me move some stuff around the house? And then we'll go through their finances and we'll look at it and it's like, okay, well, who been calling you? You get any strange phone calls? And we'll sit back and we'll talk about it. And we build like this friendship, a type of relationship where they trust me and they know that I'm not going to do them wrong. I don't mean them any harm, and they know that. And so I am available on a one-on-one, more personal level for customers who want that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I could definitely see that. And the other last thing is that I definitely want to get across, because a lot of times I'm seeing a scam when customers are elderly. Anybody. They go to the gas station, they put their card on the gas, and then all of a sudden, they go to grocery shopping and people are putting these scanners on there. You're actually using your card now. So how does a person protect themselves when they're actually using their card, and then you're scammed for using your card the right way?
You have to just be educated on what to look for.
Okay.
If you don't know what to look for, you're not going to know what to look for,
yes,
right? You gotta know like how those skimmers is what they're called. Okay. You gotta know how they look. You gotta, if you don't know how they look, if you're going up to it and you're using your car, just wiggle it around, pull it, or just inspect it thoroughly.
Okay.
So that you know that this device is legit. It's not a skimmer. I would say, okay, if you got any questions or qualms about it, go on the inside.
Right.
You gotta be careful with that too, because sometimes the owners be in on it.
Wow.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Yes.
Wow.
So. Again,
I ain't gonna say no names, but they own all the gas stations and the liquor stores.
Like I say,
yes,
it's real out here. So you have to just protect yourself and your finances as if your life depends on it, because it does.
Yes.
Because you can't live or survive in this world without finances. You can't.
You can't live and survive.
You can't do anything.
And man, I know Atlanta, man. Like, man, I know some people out here. They live off credit card fraud. They live off. Daily. You know what I mean? It's like do it unconsciously. You know what I mean? As if it's like, okay,
they don't care.
Apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So three ways someone can protect themselves from scams, being frauded, being taken advantage of. Give us 3 ways that someone can kind of work, protect themselves in a computer digital age where you're logging in, you don't even know if the website is the website no more. You know what I mean?
I would say, as far as logging in, I would 100% just go to the official website. Okay. If you don't know what the official website is, type in whatever the company's name is, just official website after it. It will come up. Okay. You can get the phone numbers from the official website or on the back of your financial institution's card.
Okay.
That's a big one. Another way would be to educate your loved ones. I know that sometimes people think that their family members are burdensome. I hate that. Like, they just don't have time for them because they got their own family, they got their own job. But I don't care how busy my life get. My mom ain't going out like that.
Man, I know what you mean.
I'm gonna talk to her, and I'm blessed to have a mama that is far more technology savvy than I am.
Definitely.
However, everybody doesn't have that luxury, right? And so if you have people that are in your life that are older who take your time out, show them simple technology.
Wow.
They don't know how to download apps.
Wow.
They don't know how to send emails. They don't know how to send text messages. Like, spend time with them. Right. And just really take your time with them, and don't make them feel, because I hear this a lot.
Okay.
They feel like they're a problem or they're too much, and they just don't feel like they care.
Like they care.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
And so that just breaks my heart so bad.
Yes,
Because I'm just like, nobody should feel like they ain't got nobody. Like,
come on now.
Like, you ain't got nobody, but you got me now. So now they come in the bank, and so I got so many customers that call me granddaughter. Like, hey, granddaughter, can you help me with X, Y, Z? Like, yeah, grandma, come on in. Let me take care of you. And because they don't have nobody else.
Right.
They don't have nobody else, and that's just I hate that so bad.
Man.
But anyway, a third way I would say that they can protect themselves outside of education and listening and just calling the number that's on the back of the card would be, I would say, I want to say, it would be easy for me to say, hey, just use discernment.
Right.
But what I sometimes feel is discernment, somebody else may not. All I can say is, if it don't feel right, it's because it's not.
Definitely.
Trust your intuition, trust your gut.
Okay.
Trust the Holy Spirit, whatever.
Right.
Trust that. If you know in your gut that something isn't right, it's because something isn't right, and you just need to stop right there.
That's right.
Because if you keep going and pushing past that feeling, it's always gonna be a negative result on your end.
Definitely. We totally understand how that works, and a lot of times, I mean, it is not, and I continue to say, is not just a demographic being targeted. Is certain people that are being targeted. Like you say, those who have loved ones who just passed, those who just lost their husbands, or those who just lost their wives. Or it's a strategic target because a lot of this stuff is public information, and people are taking public information capital gain on how to manipulate and fraud and scam our elderly, all of that, man. Want to ask you this before you go. How can we find Wise Path Integrity Consultant online? How can our audience get in touch with you? They want to learn more about you after watching this podcast, after listening to this podcast. Where can they go online to find you? What's the phone number? What's the email, the website, the social media, all of that, man? Drop it on us.
Okay, so the website is wpiconsulting.org.
Okay.
If you want to contact me, you can contact me at info@wpiconsulting.org. Okay. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, it is WPI Consulting.
Wow.
And the phone number is 770-878-7704. Give me a call.
Give her a call, man. Thank you for coming on our show, celebrating 90 episodes, guys. We 90 episodes in the game. 90. Voices of the Village podcast. We still here going into season 10. We'll be taking a break for a couple of weeks, and however, but 90 episodes is a great celebration. We got Miss Ambreus Christian
Ambreus.
Ambreus.
He gonna get it, y'all. He gonna get it.
Ambreus Christian.
That's
Wise
right.
Path Integrity Consultant. Our 90th episode show. We're so phenomenal. Again, we want to thank our sponsors and those who have joined the journey with us through these 90 episodes, and make sure you guys stay tuned, and make sure you check out Wise Path Integrity Consultant online. Call the number. We're going to drop the link. We're going to have some information, some seminars for some of our local churches and some of our, local community senior centers, when they're going through this type of thing, because your loved ones are your loved ones, especially elderly, are your target at risk. Anything you'd like to share with our audience before you go? Anything you want to put out there? You definitely have a bubbly personality. I know the elders love you because you make them feel good. Go ahead, man. Talk to us.
Well, I don't really have much to say. I'm just really grateful for the opportunity.
Okay.
If you have an elder person in your life, please listen to them, help them. They will appreciate it, because the way that technology is moving so fast, it is too much for them sometimes. So just take your time with them, and just give them some grace and listen to them. So that is all. That's all I have to say.
Y'all heard it right here on Voice of the Village podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. And as always, he's up.
And equality.